is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Reads it, fires complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Looking for a man. It's Drones. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Selden. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively.
And the ball squirted out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Offense in a bunch formation. To the ground with the back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Running to the left. Oh, space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy...
There he goes! Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The give to the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
That hole closed quickly at the pick up of 1 to the 15. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gets the back moving. Throws it back. Rushes on him. Grab near the marker. It's Berger. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Heath. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Quickly to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Hey, this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. Hey, this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going deep. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Caught near the sticks, it's Iamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. A little trickeration is always in order, especially when you execute like that.
You ain't lying. Now, I tell you what, you always put these in practice, and you always practice them, but you got to have that feel and that timing of when to call it. Perfect timing, rewarded with a touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Pocket breaking down. Complete downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Running through contact. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Gonna run it. It's Thomas. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
To the air, it's Duncan. Working that left side now. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds his tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful...
Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy.
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range there. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That is...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Flores. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Pulls it, fires to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The screen, he can go! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bruins! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give on the inside. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hawkins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hokies in the hurry up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Lots of running room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it on the run. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Overton. Can't get him to the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Hokies! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll set up to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got it set up on the outside. It's a seam wide open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Flores. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Might be calling a hot route. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Wide open spaces. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the air, it's Duncan. He's got it. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Using the quick game. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football try.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Drones. Makes the grab, it's Overton.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a huge play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
And As a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, after the missed field goal, the lead is still 23. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning on the Jets. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Scanning the field, it's thrown. Bringing the heat. He's got it at the 25. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And the defense dragged him down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense. And this offense would have taken a lot more of that today. It's been a rough day. Let's call a spade a spade. They haven't played like we've seen them play in the past. And this offense needs to find the run game, needs to find a little bit more balance, create some explosive plays on the ground, because today was not a day they're going to look back, watch the tape, and be impressed. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback.
He'll take a shot. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's going to go down as time has run out. certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.